Again, it looks cool. But take a look at this specific image. We see that this ad tech platform uses facial recognition, stores and displays personal information, and even analyzes that person's emotional state. My question for all of you: why do we think consumers actually want this? And that leads to the first myth in ad tech that I will discuss today, that consumers want targeted, personalized advertising. And that myth underpins all the others. You see, the ad tech world thinks so much about if it can do something that it never stops to think about whether consumers actually want it. It's important to start with targeting and personalization because most ad tech is based on the collection and use of private and personal consumer data. Personalization and tracking cannot happen without personal data. And we marketers just assume that people want to be tracked and receive relevant advertising. Every day, I see dozens of articles by marketers who advocate for personalization and tracking, but, spoiler alert, many of them work for ad tech platforms and are selling something. I never see anyone asking for evidence of whether consumers actually want personalization and targeting. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I found it. Direct marketers love ad tech because it is trackable, but consumers hate it for the exact same reason. Even starting way back in 2009, a US study found that 66% of Americans did not want direct marketing that is tailored to their interests. And then, when you tell them how their data is collected and used, that percentage increased to 86%. And that was 10 years ago. Today, a Harvard study found that if you track people and then tell them about it, then that admission poisons the ads and ruins their effect. Now, in this Marketing Sherpa survey, online direct response of all types is the type of Marcom that consumers like the least. And Doc Searles used Google Trends data to show in the Harvard Business Review that the rise of ad blocking has specifically correlated with the appearance of retargeted advertising. Retargeting was the straw that broke the web's back. Basically, retargeting has turned the marketing industry into drug addicts on the path to suicide. We like the constant highs of the purchases and the conversions and the sales, but all of those hits are going to kill us once consumers have had enough and block all ads altogether. People do not want to be tracked. The more that Marcom tracks people, the more it will annoy people. As Searles wrote, quote, "Annoying people personally with calls to action when only a tiny percentage will respond creates no brand value and has negative externalities such as associating the brand with annoyance." Here's an example. Say you target people with some direct response ad and you get 3% to respond. You will annoy the other 97% and they may never buy from you in the future as a result. Is that truly a good way to build a brand for the long term? Because according to PageFair's AdBlock report, 18% of people in North America and 20% in Europe today are now using ad blockers. 63% of millennials are using ad blockers on at least one device, and 14% are using them on both mobile and desktop. The more that people are seeing how their personal data is being collected and used, the more they are choosing to opt out.